Hi guys, welcome back to Milk and Condoms with Ty Mack. I'm your girl Ty Mack, and today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 tidbits to help you get to know me a little better. Here we go. Fun fact number one. I'm a lot older than I actually look. Yep. A lot older than I look. I am actually more than 10. Some people say, well, gosh, you have such pretty skin. First of all, thank you. I really appreciate the comment. And then they ask, well, what do you use on your skin? Honestly, guys, I don't really have a beauty regimen. I am like a soap and water kind of girl. For real. I don't use any products. I've tried products before, but some of them have tended to break my skin out, and I don't know. I'm just kind of a plain chick. So I just use legit soap and water, whatever kind of soap happens to be in the bathroom that time. And not even no particular beauty soap, special soap, just soap and water. I do have oily skin though, so I do use a foundation that, is formulated for oily skin. But then again, I don't use a specific foundation. Over the years, I've tried some of the fancy smancy, really expensive department store or the, product de jour. But, for me, I get just as good coverage with something that I get from like Walmart or the local drugstore, as long as the color, matches my skin tone and it's for oily skin. It usually works for me, and that's pretty much it. Some foundation, some face powder, and boom. Well, I don't have any eyebrows. I've been plucking them so long I don't have any. So that's one thing I have to do is my eyebrows. But other than that, guys, I'm pretty plain. And plus, I don't know how to do all this stuff y'all be doing with the shading and the whatever, and wearing the Cadillac eyelashes and all that. Yeah, I'm just a pretty plain old chick. All right, fun fact number 2 is up next. Fun fact number 2. What's my favorite hobby? What's my favorite thing to do? I really love to read and write. Yep, always have been. I've been a writer since I was probably in about the 2nd grade with my mama's old typewriter. You know the one. No, y'all don't know the one. But the one that you used to, when you get to the end of the line, you had to push the thing to make it go back to the other end of the line. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all is computer generation. I told y'all. I'm an old chick, but anyway, I still look good and I can still relate. Yes, I can. Anyway, I'm on energy today. I don't even know why I'm all hyped up. But anyway, I guess because I'm so happy to be back with you guys again. But anyway, so my favorite thing, reading and writing. I used to have like this voracious aptitude. I used to have a voracious appetite for reading, especially literature, anything written by Black authors. I just used to suck it up. I could spend the whole weekend. As soon as I hear like my favorite author had dropped a new book, I was at the bookstore and I would come home and curl up with that book for the whole weekend and literally read it the whole weekend and finish it. And one day I felt convicted because I just felt God was saying to me, if you can spend so much time reading secular materials and like block out everything and make time to do that, why can't you spend that much time in my word? And so I made a promise to myself that I would not buy another piece of secular literature until I read through the whole Bible. That took me a couple of years to get through the Bible because I really was trying to study and learn. I still have so much to learn, and I mean, that was years ago. I still have so much to learn that I really have not picked up any real secular literature in over maybe 8 or 9 years, except for Michelle Obama's book. I did get that. But I still find myself constantly studying the Bible, because once I started reading the Bible, I really realized that there is so much intrigue and so much, all the things that I was enjoying about the secular literature that was drawing me in. All of that stuff can be found in the Bible, and so I just enjoy reading and studying the Bible. And the more I study, the more I understand I don't know, and I want to learn. So yeah, so reading and writing. I just love to write. It's just something about words on a page that just does it for me. Anyway, so the other thing I like to do, guys, is I love to people watch. I could sit in the mall, I could sit in the park, I could just sit in my car and just watch people all day. Because I think watching people helps me understand how people tick, how they operate, helps me be a better writer. It also helps me be a better minister, because I kind of understand try to understand how people move, how people move. So yeah, those are my favorite things to do. Ooh, my biggest pet peeves. Wow, number 3, my biggest pet peeves. I really am annoyed by smackers, by people who like smack and aren't aware of how loud they eat. I understand some people have, dental issues that cause them to maybe move their food around to different sides of their mouth, trying to, consume their food. I get that. I get that. But there are some people who just seem to just get this great joy out of just being excessively noisy when they eat. I understand that maybe in some cultures and in some places that is a compliment to the cook, but it just kind of grates my nerves. So that's one. I really don't like liars. Like, that really just irritates me. I'd rather you just tell me the truth than tell me a lie. Hurt my feelings, whatever, or tell me you're not gonna do something or whatever. But please, I just don't like liars. That's another one that really gets me. And I think since I've become a teacher in my old age, I probably started teaching way too old in life, but the newest pet peeve is rudeness. I just can't stand rudeness. It's bad enough from an adult who knows better, but from teenagers, it's like, where are your manners, baby? Did your mama or grandma and them teach you anything? I'm not the one. Like, don't let the job title fool you. I keep bail money. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, that is pet peeve number 3. Or fun fact number 3 is my pet peeve. My pet peeves. Fact number 4, the best job I've ever had. I can say this with the biggest smile on my face. The best job I've ever had is being a mom. I absolutely love being a mom. And I never thought that I would be a kind of chick that would want to raise kids and all that. Well, everybody want to be a mom and you dream of it. Well, maybe not everybody, but lots of people dream of wanting to be a mom, right? So I had that dream of wanting to be a mom, but I never just thought I'd be the typical, like, all in, like, everything about my kid kind of mom, my kids kind of mom. But that is kind of who I am, and I love it. We do everything with our children. I don't know if that's good or bad yet, but we vacation with our kids. We're at all of their activities. We're really engaged, and I really love that. We're a really, really close-knit family, and I love that. Well, I don't have kids anymore. They're adults. They're all adults now, but so I'm enjoying that aspect of seeing them moving out, being on their own, growing, that kind of thing. But the best job I've ever had by far so far in life is being a mom. Yep. I think we're up to number 5, maybe. Number 5, the hardest job I've ever had. The hardest job. Well, one is actually a job and the other one is a calling, but I guess they're both a calling if I think about it. One is being a teacher and one is being a minister. And I think they're hard for me for both the same reasons, because I always want to be prepared when I'm ministering to people or when I am teaching. So I always want to be prepared. And I have like this huge fear of I don't even know if it's a fear, but I have a huge sense of responsibility of teaching people properly or guiding them properly or helping them properly. And so for me, being both a teacher and a minister, wearing either one of those hats can be difficult, although they're both very rewarding. They're both challenging because you are dealing with the lives of people. They're both very demanding, and they both require you to be a responsible and compassionate person that understands that you are impacting lives. So yeah, for me, I probably make it harder than it has to be, but it's because I take both of those so serious. Ooh, okay. Fun fact number 6, my biggest fears. Wow. Number 1, by far, my biggest fear, cockroaches. Like, I know it makes no kind of sense because they're like, I'm 6 feet tall and a good 2 something. I ain't gonna tell you exactly how many pounds I am, but I'm a big girl. And but a cockroach, woo! They can have the whole room, the whole house, the whole street, the whole whatever. It's just something about them. I think when I was a little girl, my grandma and I had gone out of town to visit a relative, and that's the first time I found out that cockroaches could fly. And a cockroach flew down on us while we were waiting on the porch to get in the house, and it was like, oh my heavenly Father, this has got to be a joke right now. And I just have had a fear of them ever since. If you can feel me, just shake your head, because I know I'm not the only one out there. Yeah, cockroaches. So that's my biggest, probably my biggest fear of things. But my other big fear, and I know this is going to sound really weird and people are going to think, wow, really? But I am kind of afraid of my own brain, the way my brain is wired. Why do I say that? Because I don't think like everybody else. I often find myself thinking, seeing things in a different light. Or, for example, a great example is, I'm a Christian and I'm a minister, but my YouTube channel is called Milk and Condoms. And I'm well aware that there are many Christians that may be offended by that or don't understand why that is. And that's okay, because that's the way God wired me. Like, I am just wired different. And sometimes it makes me fearful because I can see things. And I don't mean that in a ooh kind of way, but I can see things or I can hear things from God in a different way than I feel like other people process things. And a lot of times I'm a little nervous about sharing those things or acting on those things because I feel like people just won't get it. But I'm learning to feel comfortable with the fact that those who are supposed to get it will get it. Those who it's supposed to minister to will be ministered to. And those whose flavor it's not, that's okay. They don't have to choose it. That's why, there's so many flavors, and I strongly believe that everybody can reach somebody. So, yeah, I sometimes am a little fearful of how I'm wired. Okay, fun fact number 7. I like number 7. What's my ideal way to vacation? Again, I'm such a simple kind of goofball, but I just like nature. I just like relaxing atmospheres. I don't want to be around a whole lot of people. I could sit on the back porch of a cabin and just look out and just enjoy the beauty of God's creation. We went to Alaska. It was like 9 degrees. A couple days it dipped below freezing. But I didn't even feel the cold because it was just so breathtakingly beautiful. And it just kept reminding me, how can people not think that there's a God when you look at all of creation and wonder, I don't believe in the Big Bang, because only an amazing God could create some of these things. And I don't know if you guys like have like the Fire Stick or some of your other TVs where if it's been idle for a while, they start showing all of this scenery of all of these neat places in Ireland and, Washington State and all of these places that are just so beautiful, so majestic. Those are the kind of places that I would want to visit for vacation, just to see that. My dream vacation is to go on an African safari. Although my family says they will not go with me, they will stay they'll go to Africa, but please give them a hotel. Well, okay, I'm really not trying to stay in a tent in the bush. I'm not that into nature, but I really would like to go, just as long as the dude that's doing the safari has a big rifle and that the tires have been checked on the Jeep recently and all of that stuff, so there's no chance we're gonna get stuck in the bush overnight. Although I do know that I have dominion and I do know that God is watching over me. He also gives me good sense. But yeah, I really want to go to Africa. Paris, yeah, whatever. All of those tourist traps, okay, just to say I've been there, great. But I just want to see all these amazing, majestic places that only the finger of God could have created. Yep. Favorite place to vacation, or favorite type of vacation? Nature. Yep. Number 8, my greatest natural gifting. Definitely writing and teaching. Although I never feel comfortable with each one. I'm so self-conscious. But the way that I know that they're my greatest gift is because I like just brighten up. It's just like my energy just comes up to 1,000 when I'm doing these things, and I pour out everything that I have. And when I'm done, I'm exhausted. And so because I know it's something that makes me want to perform to the highest level that I can at the time when I'm in that zone, just like a football player likes to get that hit, or just whatever, when you're in a gamer likes to get in that zone. That's how I know, because it doesn't feel hard when I'm doing it. It's hard preparing for it. Oh my gosh, it's hard preparing for it. But when it's done, when that piece that I'm writing is done, it just sounds like music to my ears. Or when I'm teaching, I can just feel the energy and the flow. And I enjoy it. It's just like a natural ease. And when I'm done, I'm exhausted. I've given everything I have. So I know that's my natural gifting, because I pour everything I have into it. And I can just feel the spirit moving through me when I do those things. My ideal way to relax. I haven't been able to do this in 20 years that I've been back in South Florida, but when we used to live in some other cities to the north, I always made sure that we had a fireplace. I just love fireplaces. When we go on vacation, I like to go to cabins or somewhere that has a fireplace. Why? Because I just love the whole process of building a fire, starting a fire, stoking a fire. The smell of pine and other hardwoods burning just does something to me. I can't even explain it. To see the fire crackle and the little embers just kind of, floating around, and to hear the wood, and to just all of those things, and then to feel the warmth, all of that, I could just sit there for hours upon hours and just enjoy. I'll be the one that keeps the fire going. It doesn't bother me. I love it. But I don't love fire enough to go to hell. That's for sure. So the buck stops there. Now, I love fire, but I ain't trying to go to hell. Okay, I digress. But anyway, yep, that's yeah, okay. You get the point. All right, and I probably just shook the camera and everything else. But number 10 is probably going to come as a surprise to some people, but I am actually an introvert. Probably more accurately categorized as an extroverted introvert. What does that mean? That means that I'm a homebody. I like being home. I like being alone. I don't like being around a lot of people a lot. I like people. In fact, I love people. I'm called to love people. But being around people for too long saps all the energy out of me, and then I have to kind of retreat into my cocoon to be recharged. And so I'm not one, don't be offended if you invite me to like a party. I'll probably come depending on our relationship, but I probably won't stay long, or you won't find me in the middle of the action. I'll probably be seated off to the side somewhere, people watching, because I told you that's one of my favorite things to do. But I'm not one that just engages in small, idle chit chat. And I'm also not one that has a high tolerance for people who are very boastful or who just have to be the center of attention. That's a turn off to me. So I just, I have a very small group of close friends. I like people, respect people. And I don't mind being around people, but there are only so many people that are going to be close to me, because I really guard my privacy. Do I guard my privacy, or why would I have a YouTube channel? But I guess what I'm saying is my associations, I take them so personal, and I'm real. I like, if you're my friend, then there's probably nothing I wouldn't do for you if it was within my power and my ability. And so your inner circle, that is a private area, and you should keep your inner circle small, because that way you can keep your disappointments to small as well. So anyway, yeah, I'm an extroverted introvert. Go look it up on the internet if you want more information about that, but that's who I am. I hope this little video helped you get to know me a little bit better. And I'm so grateful again that you guys are part of my journey. And I hope that you guys will subscribe so you'll be a part of Milk and Condoms with Ty Mack, and that you will keep watching our videos and inviting others to watch as well. I'll see you next time. This is Milk and Condoms with Ty Mack. I'm Ty Mack. Love you.